Briefing, key points from The Economist. 1. The evolution of economic indicators and political influence. In 1976, Democratic presidential candidate Jimmy Carter criticized the Republican administration by referencing economist Arthur Okun's Misery Index, which combines unemployment and inflation rates to reflect economic conditions. In 1980, Republican candidate Ronald Reagan shortened it to Pain Index and used it to attack Carter's record. Reagan ultimately won the election as the index declined during his presidency. 2. The Broomgate scandal in curling. Curling, a blend of ice hockey and table hockey, is rich in subculture. This podcast revisits the biggest scandal in curling history, Broomgate. Comedian and former curler John Cullen narrates the scandal's timeline with authority. 3. The necessity for the U.S. to reshape the international economic order. The U.S. must take a more active role in reshaping the international economic order. Completely abandoning the international trade system would have disastrous consequences for the American people and allies. However, the current situation also poses security risks, and the overall economic benefits for the U.S. are unclear. The next generation of U.S. international economic policy must more closely link security and economic relations to realize the true benefits of free trade. Adjustments are needed, but they must be calculated and gradual. Overall, this article covers various aspects, including the political use of economic indicators, anecdotes from curling, and the necessity for the U.S. to reshape the international economic order. The briefing aims to highlight the most valuable information while providing a concise summary of the entire text. Time briefing. On November 18, 2024, the iconic sign of the historic Loew's Jersey Theater in Jersey City is set to become history. This sign, which has been present in Journal Square since the 1950s, witnessed the area's past prosperity as the center of Jersey City. In recent weeks, construction workers began dismantling the large rectangular sign to transform the theater into a top-notch entertainment venue. This has sparked strong opposition from local preservationists, who argue that, even if it is not the original sign, it has become part of Jersey City's history and deserves to be preserved. City officials stated they never intended to keep the sign, as it is not the original. However, preservationists believe that regardless of its originality, this 75-year-old sign should be protected as it is an iconic element of Journal Square. Despite this, the overall renovation of the Loew's Theater continues, converting the historic venue into a music space operated by Devil's Arena Entertainment. This is part of Jersey City's efforts to revitalize Journal Square, which includes new skyscrapers and the Pompidou Modern Art Museum project. Preservationists hope this sign removal incident will spark dialogue between city authorities and preservation groups to explore how to balance protecting historical heritage with urban development. They hope such situations will not occur again and that the city will better respect the historical value of the theater. National Geographic Magazine, briefing on November 18, 2024. Summary. 1. Progress in climate change research. Greenland glacier data shows that significant warming has occurred over short periods in the past thousands of years, altering perceptions of natural climate change. Today, human-induced climate change is intensifying, with scientists predicting that by 2100, glacier melt will exceed the projections of the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, IPCC. 2. National Geographic's 2025 Best Global Destinations list. This list includes lesser-known destinations from remote islands in Indonesia to Idaho. Editors note that these destinations benefit local communities while offering unique experiences to visitors. The list features Senegal, Boise, Stockholm Archipelago, Barbados, Antigua in Guatemala, Guadalajara in Mexico, and Cork in Ireland. 3. New developments at the National Geographic Museum. The National Geographic Society will establish a Sustainable Exploration Museum in Washington, D.C., expected to open in mid-2026. The museum will feature photography galleries, explorer landing exhibits, immersive experiences, and a 400-seat theater, aiming to inspire curiosity and concern for the natural world through visual storytelling. Overall, these articles cover various aspects, including climate change research, travel destination recommendations, and the National Geographic Society's future development plans, providing readers with comprehensive and in-depth information. The content is rich, logically structured, and highlights the most valuable information while succinctly summarizing the entire text. Bloomberg Businessweek, briefing on November 18, 2024. This briefing summarizes content from multiple articles in Bloomberg Businessweek. The articles primarily explore a common question: why is this happening? By repeatedly posing this question, the articles aim to guide readers in deeply considering the causes and context of the events. From the content, several key points can be summarized. 1. Browser support and cookie settings issues. The articles emphasize the need to ensure that browsers support JavaScript and cookies and are not blocked. This indicates potential technical issues leading to the events. 2. User privacy and terms of service. The articles suggest readers review relevant terms of service and cookie policies, indicating possible concerns regarding user privacy and information usage. 3. The widespread nature of the events. The repeated questioning of why is this happening implies that this may be a widespread issue rather than an isolated event. Based on this information, we can initially infer that the articles may be discussing events related to technology, privacy, and widespread issues. As a briefing, we need to maintain content brevity while highlighting the most valuable information points to provide readers with an overall understanding of the events. Controversy surrounding Laura Hellmuth, editor-in-chief of Scientific American. Laura Hellmuth sparked controversy after posting a series of abusive tweets on election night, ultimately leading to her resignation. This briefing will summarize the events and highlight important information regarding oral health from the articles. 1. Hellmuth tweeted a series of abusive comments on election night, labeling Trump supporters as the most vile, stupid, and paranoid group and calling them ing fascists. This provoked a strong public backlash, demanding her resignation. 2 days later, Hellmuth announced her resignation as editor-in-chief of Scientific American, stating she would take a break and go birdwatching. Kimberly Lau, president of Scientific American, thanked Hellmuth for her contributions and stated that a search for a new editor-in-chief had begun. 3. The articles also addressed the relationship between plaque and oral health. Over 130 years ago, American dentist Willoughby Miller proposed the link between bacteria and cavities, making groundbreaking contributions to oral health. 4. Good oral hygiene practices are the best defense against oral diseases, including brushing twice a day for 2 minutes, using fluoride toothpaste, rinsing with antibacterial mouthwash, and getting professional cleanings every 6 months. The use of electric toothbrushes and dental floss can also effectively control plaque. 5. Regular dental visits are crucial, not only for detecting and treating early cavities and gingivitis, but also for preventing more severe periodontal disease. Preventive oral care not only protects teeth and gums, but can significantly reduce treatment costs. In summary, this briefing comprehensively outlines the controversy surrounding the resignation of the editor-in-chief of Scientific American while delving into the importance of good oral hygiene practices in preventing oral diseases, providing readers with valuable and comprehensive information. Nature Magazine Briefing. Nature Magazine is a leading scientific journal covering various fields, including life sciences, physical sciences, and earth sciences. This briefing focuses on the magazine's editorial team, content features, and recent research progress. 1. Editorial Team Introduction. Nature Magazine has a team of top scientists as editors, including the editor-in-chief, deputy editors, and senior editors from various disciplines, covering life sciences, physical sciences, and earth sciences. The editors possess extensive research and editorial experience, enabling them to grasp cutting-edge developments in their fields and provide high-quality content for the magazine. 2. Content features. Nature Magazine primarily reports on groundbreaking scientific discoveries while also addressing hot topics such as science policy and communication. The magazine's content includes news reports, research highlights, commentary, and opinion pieces, aiming to comprehensively reflect the latest advancements in the scientific community. Additionally, it features a dedicated career development section to offer career advice and networking opportunities for scientists. 3. Recent research progress. This issue focuses on extrachromosomal DNA, ecDNA, in tumor cells and its impact on cancer treatment. Research indicates that ecDNA can lead to treatment resistance in tumor cells, worsening patient prognosis. Several papers delve into the distribution, origin, and prognostic relationship of ecDNA in various cancers, providing new insights for future targeted treatment strategies. The magazine also reports on the latest research findings in other fields, such as neuroscience, ecology, and materials science. In conclusion, Nature magazine brings together top scientists dedicated to reporting on cutting-edge advancements across disciplines, making significant contributions to the development of science. This briefing highlights the magazine's editorial team composition, content features, and recent research progress, aiming to provide readers with a comprehensive and in-depth understanding. News briefing on November 18, 2024. Trump re-elected president, Republicans control politics. Trump has once again defeated Democratic candidate Kamala Harris in the 2024 election, winning the White House. The election results are shocking, as most polls and analyses predicted Harris would win. However, Trump regained voter favor with his tough stance and economic promises. This election outcome means that the Republican Party will have complete control of politics for the next 4 years. Analysts are concerned that, without checks and balances, Trump and his allies may adopt more radical policies. Noted journalist Benjamin Wallace Wells stated, "We can expect the next 4 years to be filled with concern. His party will unify in support of him, and all constraints will vanish." Additionally, tech mogul Elon Musk may play a significant role in the Trump administration, potentially steering American politics in an unprecedented direction. Commentators note, "We have never seen such oligarchic rule, not only due to his wealth but also his control over social media and now seemingly direct ties to the world's most powerful military. This is unsettling." Overall, this election result marks a significant shift in the American political landscape, with the coming years filled with uncertainty and challenges. The media and the public will closely monitor the Trump administration's actions and strive to uphold the core values of democracy. Harvard Business Review briefing. Summary. 1. Remote work can foster closer relationships among colleagues through video conferencing, as it allows glimpses into each other's private lives. In contrast, mandating employees to return to the office may not yield the expected interpersonal benefits. 2. Employees' internal states, emotions, motivation, perceptions, significantly impact work performance. Managers' behaviors directly influence employees' internal states. It is crucial to provide employees with a sense of progress, and appropriate recognition is also key. 3. Utilizing space data, capabilities, resources, and markets can create value for businesses. In the next 5 to 10 years, data applications will be mainstream, but in the long run, companies should also explore opportunities in space activities, leveraging space assets, and meeting the demands of emerging space markets. 4. In hierarchical relationships, subordinates referring to superiors by their first names can enhance psychological safety, power, and respect, while superiors using first names for subordinates can harm employee well-being, especially in rigid organizations. Managers should allow others to use their first names, but should be cautious when addressing subordinates. In summary, these studies provide valuable insights for business management practices, including remote work, managing employees' internal states, space commercial applications, and hierarchical naming conventions. Companies should actively explore these new trends to enhance employee experience and organizational performance. Briefing, Vogue Magazine, December Special Issue. On November 18, 2024, Vogue editor Anna invited a renowned fashion designer to serve as guest editor for this special issue. The designer felt hesitant upon receiving the invitation, worried about her ability to fulfill the role. However, she ultimately decided to accept the challenge, believing she could successfully complete the special issue. In the first meeting, Anna encouraged her to unleash her creativity freely. The designer chose to collaborate with longtime partner Alastair McKim and Vogue's global creative director Raul Martinez to plan the issue. She hopes to feature rising supermodel Kaya Gerber on the cover, with one photograph taken by Stephen Meisel and another portrait painted by artist Anna Weyant. This not only reflects Vogue's fashion essence, but also incorporates artistic elements, promising to be a highly creative and personalized special issue. Overall, this December special issue of Vogue, reinterpreted by the designer, is sure to provide readers with a refreshing visual experience, showcasing Vogue's innovative vitality. Comprehensive report. On November 18, 2024, Vanity Fair magazine held a special event commemorating writer Eve Babbitt's. During the event, several well-known actors read Babbitt's unpublished letters and diary entries, revealing her inner conflicts. Renowned actress Beverly D'Angelo stated that these personal writings provide insight into Babbitt's inner world, contrasting sharply with the public's perception of her. Meanwhile, Vanity Fair's latest digital cover has also garnered widespread attention. The cover announced Donald Trump's victory over Vice President Kamala Harris in the 2024 election, marking his re-election as the 47th President of the United States. This news sparked heated discussions on social media, with supporters and opponents expressing their views. Additionally, the article mentioned Tesla CEO Elon Musk's reaction following Trump's election. Musk publicly celebrated Trump's victory, stating that the future would be fantastic. However, economists warned that the Trump administration might significantly cut the federal budget, leading to widespread economic difficulties for ordinary citizens. At the same time, Musk and his pro-Trump Political Action Committee face legal accusations. In summary, this report comprehensively outlines Vanity Fair's latest developments, including the commemorative event for the writer and the magazine cover's reactions, as well as tech mogul Musk's statements and the challenges he faces following Trump's election. The report highlights the most valuable information while succinctly summarizing the overall content, achieving a good balance. Briefing on November 18, 2024, the Rolling Stone controversy. Key points. 1. Rabbi Shmuley Bodich accused Rolling Stone magazine of preparing to publish a defamatory article slandering his two sons who are Israeli Defense Forces soldiers. He claimed this was a bloody defamation. 2. Bodich stated that a small NGO called the Hind Rajab Foundation has lodged war crime accusations against his two sons at the International Criminal Court, ICC, for being filmed praying in Gaza, which has been labeled a war crime. Bodich believes this is entirely absurd. 3. Bodich warned that if Rolling Stone publishes the article, which he claims is entirely false, he will sue for $100 million. He believes Rolling Stone is attempting to silence, attack, and defame him, the most famous rabbi in America. 4. Former IDF spokesperson Jonathan Conricus stated that these accusations are baseless, false, and invalid, representing a twisted legal war by Hamas supporters. 5. Meanwhile, Rolling Stone also published a lengthy interview with Stevie Nicks, where she discussed the upcoming presidential election, her art and legacy, the dangers of social media, and her most famous band, Fleetwood Mac. Summary: this report primarily revolves around the conflict between Rabbi Bodich and Rolling Stone magazine. Bodich accuses the magazine of preparing to publish a defamatory article about his sons and threatens to sue for $100 million. This has sparked strong opposition from a former IDF spokesperson. Meanwhile, Rolling Stone also features a lengthy interview with renowned singer Stevie Nicks. This briefing comprehensively summarizes the key information points of the event, highlighting the most valuable information while succinctly summarizing the overall content. Briefing: a 30-year retrospective and outlook on Wired magazine. Since its inception 30 years ago, Wired magazine has witnessed the development of the Internet from inception to its current state. In 1994, Wired launched the industry's first media website, Hotwired, marking the beginning of a new era in the Internet age. However, with the rapid development of the Internet, issues such as AI misuse and cybercrime have also emerged. As a pioneer of the Internet age, Wired has inevitably become part of these problems. The article reviews Wired's founding journey, when only a few people had computers and modems, and its founders were filled with optimism and adventurous spirit, venturing into the ethereal realm of the internet. Subsequently, with the advent of the Mosaic browser, Wired quickly established its website, becoming a pioneer in internet media. Although the internet has brought numerous conveniences to human life, it has also given rise to concerning issues such as cybercrime and the proliferation of misinformation. The root of these problems lies in people's excessive reliance on sedentary office work and lack of exercise. Research shows that prolonged sitting increases the risk of cardiovascular disease and mortality. While standing desks are believed to partially alleviate this issue, their effectiveness remains debated. To address these challenges, Wired has formed an exclusive partnership with emerging tech media 404 Media to jointly report on hot topics related to hacking, cybersecurity, and artificial intelligence, providing readers with more comprehensive information services. In summary, Wired has witnessed and propelled the development of the internet but has also inevitably become part of the problems. In the future, Wired will continue to explore new directions in technological development, providing readers with high-quality content and collaborating with other media to tackle the challenges of the internet age. NIH launches Public Domain Medical Illustration Library briefing on November 18, 2024. Main content. 1. On October 7, 2024, NIH launched the BioArt Public Domain Illustration Library, containing a large number of vector images available for use in scientific papers and other contexts. This initiative has sparked widespread attention and discussion within the scientific community. 2. This move stems from controversies surrounding BioRender's copyright policy. BioRender is a commercial image library widely used for creating scientific illustrations. However, it was discovered that many papers published under Creative Commons, CC BY and CC BY SA, licenses used BioRender images, which do not comply with open licensing requirements. 3. A person named Simon Durr operates an open-source competitor called BioIcons, which includes images under CC0, CC BY, and MIT licenses that can be freely used for open-licensed scientific papers. However, BioRender claims that uploading its images to BioIcons violates its copyright. 4. Princeton University canceled its annual subscription to BioRender in October 2024, citing high costs and issues with its licensing model. In summary, the launch of NIH BioArt provides the scientific community with a reliable public domain illustration resource, alleviating issues stemming from BioRender's copyright disputes and highlighting the importance of open access and knowledge sharing. This initiative is expected to promote transparency and collaboration in scientific research. Briefing: Political cultural degradation in the Trump era. Article overview. During the 2024 U.S. presidential election, Trump continued to make a series of highly controversial statements and actions, but still won by a landslide. This highlights how Trump has successfully lowered the public's expectations for presidential behavior, making actions that would have been seen as inappropriate in the past now considered normal. The article explores the reasons behind this phenomenon and raises the question of how to rekindle public attention to political ethics. Key information points. 1. A series of Trump's controversial statements and actions during the campaign, such as defaming immigrants and insulting journalists, which would have been viewed as inappropriate in the past, are now accepted by the public. 2. This phenomenon stems from Trump's success in lowering public expectations for presidential behavior, making actions that were once deemed inappropriate now normal. 3. This degradation of political culture is not solely due to Trump himself, but also relates to the unprincipled defenses of Republican politicians, the ineffectiveness of Democrats, and the media's preference for coherence. 4. How to rekindle public attention to political ethics is a question worth exploring. The shock exhibited by young voters towards Trump's behavior may provide hope for this. Summary: the political cultural degradation in the Trump era is a concerning issue. Trump has successfully lowered public expectations for presidential behavior, making actions that were once seen as inappropriate now normal. This phenomenon is not only due to Trump but also involves other political factors. How to rekindle public attention to political ethics is a question worth exploring, and the reactions of young voters may offer hope for this. Briefing on November 18, 2024, interview with Stephen Kotkin in Foreign Affairs magazine. Key points. 1. Putin and Chinese leaders believe the US is in irreversible decline, but Trump's return is not their gift. The uncertainty surrounding Trump could yield both positive and negative outcomes for Ukraine. 2. The greatest risk facing the US is the potential for great power conflict with China in the Asia-Pacific region, which could lead to US defeat. The US needs to rethink how to mobilize resources to address this challenge. 3. While the US-led liberal international order has achieved significant success, it has also generated dissatisfaction among emerging powers. Balancing the maintenance of order while granting these countries more voice is a major challenge. 4. Trump represents a certain American quality, reflecting aspects of current American culture. However, his anti-democratic rhetoric and actions remain concerning, warranting vigilance regarding their potential damage to American democratic institutions. 5. If Trump can seize opportunities to promote vocational training, community college development, and eliminate real estate regulations, he may bring about positive change in America. However, he may also focus on revenge and settling scores with political opponents, hindering effective governance. In summary, Trump's re-election brings numerous uncertainties for the US and its global standing. Addressing the rise of China, maintaining democratic institutions, and promoting domestic reforms will be key challenges faced by the Trump administration. Below is a briefing summarizing the main content of multiple articles provided. November 18, 2024, New Scientist magazine briefing. New Scientist magazine is a well-known science publication covering a wide range of topics, including physics, materials science, and quantum technology. This briefing will provide a general overview of some important information about the magazine. 1. Editorial team introduction. New Scientist magazine has approximately 40 editorial team members from diverse backgrounds, including science writing, theoretical physics, and the arts. The editors actively monitor global science news and seek opportunities for exclusive reporting. 2. Submission requirements. For news articles, editors prefer exclusive content that differs from mainstream media reports. Submissions should briefly explain the story's significance and uniqueness. For feature articles, editors prioritize innovative viewpoints and excellent writing, requiring a clear narrative structure and broad reader appeal. 3. Copyright and usage policy. New Scientist holds copyright to its content, allowing non-commercial academic and personal use, but commercial use requires permission. For images, videos, and other content, New Scientist typically does not hold copyright, and authors must be contacted for authorization. 4. Future development direction. New Scientist is committed to reporting on cutting-edge scientific developments and targeting a broad readership. The editorial team continuously explores new reporting angles and narrative styles to meet reader needs. In the future, the magazine will continue to focus on disruptive and widely impactful technological innovations. In summary, New Scientist magazine is an influential science publication with a professional and innovative editorial team, providing high-quality content for readers. For contributors, understanding the magazine's editorial requirements and usage policies is crucial. There is insufficient relevant content to generate a news broadcast script.